I don't think people consider me a loner. I'm not lonely. I have lots of friends. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you are the apple of my eye. What does that mean? I don't have a hard time figuring out some phrases, but what the heck is this? You are the apple of my eye. Like, am I hungry? You are the apple of my eye. What does that mean? Like, no, I know what phrases mean, but this example is weird, right? Like their core? Am I the seed? Miyoung?
Ray!
Okay, what the heck does you are the apple of my eye mean?
Oh, you are the apple of my eye is like, it's like you're like the focus in someone's life. Like if I was like, oh, Miyoung, you're the apple of my eye, it's like you're like my best friend.
Why is it an apple? Because I feel like there's more important things than an apple.
Well, no, it's just like I don't know. It's a saying, man. You know, it's like.
Yeah, but who came up with this saying?
I don't know, Mr. John Apple. I don't know.
Let me ask
it's like
Young. Let me ask
It's like when
Young.
you. It's like when it's like when someone says they're wearing their heart on their sleeve. You know, it's like that technically doesn't make any sense.
No, that makes way more sense because it's
you're
like
the apple of my eye.
When you wear your heart on your sleeve, it means that like you're just like entirely yourself out. Like what are you wearing on the inside? Like how you love and care on the inside is like being shown outwards. Like I just don't understand. You are the apple of my eye. Why is the apple so important? Wouldn't it be something more like you are the treasure of my eye, or you are like something more valuable than an apple? Like what?
It says it's in reference to the word aperture, which is the center of the human eye. So I guess it's like a weird way of saying that. Like, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like that word is like the literal center of the human eye. So they've said like, do you know what I mean? It's like the focus of the human eye. It's the focus of the human eye. So do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Stigmatism.
The apple that enticed Eve. Wait, is that the reason why? Oh my god, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's to do with like the Adam and Eve thing. I don't know. Right. Okay, right.
I don't know how to answer this question.
What is the question? What is the question?
I'm on questions. Okay, the question is, I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, which is not true. I know phrases, but the example they give, they say like you are the apple of my eye, which I just don't get.
So I think there's the answer to your question right there. Woo!
I can't even hear, but yeah.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
I think maybe that one. It's like that one.
Figuring out I guess this is considered some phrase.
I think maybe some, yeah. Like maybe like there's like a couple, you know? Like maybe that's like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
I guess this would be true now. Okay, goodbye. All right. True. And when I was young, I don't even know if I knew what a phrase was. I have a hard. Oh, wait. I don't know. What do I put? Maybe B. True only now. But like, I don't know what I was like when I was young. It's B. How do you guys know what I was like when I was young? Before weed? Before weed or after weed? I don't understand. It's probably A. I feel like I've been the same. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a lot of concussions when I was young. I don't know. Maybe that added to it. I don't understand. I don't know. Okay, moving on. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important to me than how it tastes. Wrong. I love food. If it tastes good, put it in me. If it tastes great, I'm eating it. I love food. I love eating. I love nom-noms. I don't care. I mean, sometimes texture can be weird, but like, I love oysters. Oysters are kind of gross, but like they're delicious tasting, so I'll still eat them. You're not a texture person? I'm a texture person on the outside. I am considered a loner by those who know me best. Well, yeah, I think so. I do say no to a lot of things. Like my group of friends, like we have a lot of friends and they go out all the time. I do say no a lot. I would say that I am considered. I like chilling at home. I do. That's not being a loner though. There is a difference between being lonely and being a loner. I'm not lonely. I have lots of friends. And when I want to, I do hang out with people. Like I will go to someone's birthday party. Like I'll do it. Like I like being alone a lot of the time, but I also hang out with people online, which is honestly very fulfilling. Loner is avoiding every chance to meet people. What? But isn't this a bit redundant? Because if I was a loner, how are there people that know me best? That means I'm not alone because there are people that know me best. This question sucks.
Which is the most ironic thing of all.
Would you guys consider me a loner?
Would you consider Ray a loner?
A loner?
Yeah.
Like she prefers to be alone?
I think it's like, yeah, whether she would be.
The question is, I am considered a loner by those who know me best.
When you say loner, what do you mean by that?
Like, is it more like a thing where it's like you're happier being by yourself than people? Or is it like you are happier when you're with people, but you also, do you know what I mean?
Like I like being alone, but I'm not lonely.
No, but it's not like lonely. Like, do you prefer being alone as opposed to with friends?
Yes.
It says loner. It usually doesn't sound like it's by choice.
Yeah, I think like loners. Oh yeah, honestly though, I agree with that comment there. Surely, like
that's what some people in chat are saying.
Because I feel like someone who's a loner they don't have many friends, and that's because they yeah.
But it's like weird because the question says I am considered a loner by those who know me best. So there's people that know them best. So does that mean that they're even alone, or do they just like being alone?
I would probably take it more like you prefer being alone.
In social situations or in general? Bro, I need examples.
No.
I know, it's so vague.
Dude,
You're saying
Hi, Abe.
Hi. It says by people that know you best, so just ask the parasocials.
Bruh. Well, they're saying loner means preference.
Yeah, I think it's like
love my alone time. I love being a vegetable.
Yeah, but I think everyone likes like their alone time, but like I think it's like what you prefer. Like I prefer being with people out of the two.
Like,
but I also like my alone time, you know?
Okay, so say for all of January, we go out every single night, like to dinner, how often would you say yes?
Every time.
See? For me, I would probably do it once a week.
Then maybe yes.
And I would only do it once a week because I felt obligated to.
You know what? I appreciate the honesty, truly.
Like, it's just true. Like, I would rather just like maybe once a month, like honestly, I would do it for someone's birthday, you know?
Once we just too much for alone. Nah, that ain't true.
When you're with people and then you're still like by yourself kind of thing. Like when you say loner, like I just need like more context.
Yeah, I don't know what a loner is.
There's not enough for me to go off of.
A lot of the questions on there are like that. Like I found myself being like, yeah, but like this is subjective, or like what do you mean by this sentence or this word? Like what, dude? One of the questions is, do you talk in a normal rhythm? Like that is so subjective, right? Like, do I talk in a normal rhythm? No, I don't.
No, you do.
I do. Okay, so but some people say no. Like, just
give me an example of someone that doesn't.
Exactly. Like, is it like you talk really slow? Like, I didn't know myself, which is the problem. Foolish talks but Foolish does talk in a normal rhythm. To me, he does.
Foolish talks in a normal rhythm.
XQC, but that's not like.
Like XQC is like.
Do they mean normal by consistent?
Yeah, like what is that? Okay.
See, no, exactly. Like that's exactly what how I was getting frustrated with it. Yeah, like I just think it's
gonna start screaming.
The questions are difficult, like monotone, as in like, oh, you mean as in like you keep the same tone or up and down. But that's not like
if you're being too expressive, that's not. Oh my god.
Because I think if you're like I don't know, for example, I'm quite expressive in my voice, but like it doesn't. I feel like it still keeps a normal rhythm. I don't know. It's just an odd question.
I think of if it's not in a rhythm, I just think of like high low. Like it's
yeah. Okay, BRB. All right. I'm considered a loner by those. I guess never true. If we're thinking like a lonely person, like I still do things. Like I'll do it. I just don't like to as often as other people. So I don't think people consider me a loner. I do have lots of friends. Okay. Loner is not lonely. Oh man. Oh, I'm just gonna move on. Okay.